Jets.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I really want to be on the Call of Duty right now. Come on, man.
Ready? 91.
Turn this fan off.
Now Balaj. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. To throw on second down. Higgins being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They run it with Balaj. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Balaj. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Higgins. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Malik Collins. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And it hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
26 months. No gain on this defense. No gain.
To throw is Darnold. This is caught by Antonio Brown. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. Looking to throw on second down. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. On second down, Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run on first down. Tucker. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
26 marks, 26 marks.
First carry for Corey Clement. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, it's Tucker. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I switched it up and had the
and this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
in my headset now. Because when I play Call of Duty, it's easier to
No
hear.
score after one on EA Sports. On second down, Clement. And only able to muster a couple down to about the
I have to
27.
go in the setting, man.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Balaj. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Higgins. He finds Kalen Balaj, his running back. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
50, plant. Hey, I-7. Step.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Higgins completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. From the gun, Higgins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run out of the gun with Clement. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw again, Higgins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On the ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He don't know no better. Check 9, check 9. Greystone, Travis. Look at me. Zip the fight.
On 1st down, Higgins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A draw play now. Balaj. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Higgins. And that's caught inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. How about that to finish the half? That was all well executed.
They got the big play. They got him into field goal range, and then their guy knocked it right through for him. What a way to travel into the locker room at halftime on that wave of momentum.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Darnold on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. To throw on second down. Higgins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. First down.
30 base.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Go now. Hands over. Big stop, Big pilot. 64. Weak. Slam.
Looking to throw on second down. Higgins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Higgins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bryant Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Check 99. Yeah.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold to throw again. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they are going for it. Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Darnold complete to Crowder. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Higgins. Open man, it's Preston Williams. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Down. 70, Indy.
All day, every day, any day. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Go. Snap.
Again, it's Balaj. And an alley to run. Touchdown. Kalen Balaj. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Hey, wahoo.
Operating from the gun, Higgins. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Topper!
To throw on 2nd down. Higgins got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to throw. Higgins. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now it's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Off of play action, Darnold.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and pick.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will be a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it is 28-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, But the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
IG, I don't see it.
So for Brooklyn, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to LA.